Hey guys, welcome back to one more episode. And now there is a reason why I do this live videos, because now going into the future, gone are those days where you could, manipulate public opinion by editing out your the way you behave, right? So recently we saw, if you're from India, you will notice that recently we saw how Pakistan edited multiple times one video by Abhinandan to create a purpose driven output. So the problem with such kind of efforts is people can see through it, and people will definitely not connect with the idea. Now that's where live video, like what I'm doing right now, is the next way. Because now in the live video you will have the option of seeing my behavior. What do I do, what do I don't do? If I make a mistake, if I speak something that in the hindsight I might say, oh, why did I say that? Now those things are out of question. Now why Facebook live and all these things are amazing is because uh, now this gives you that kind of a real feeling about a person. Now in the real life we don't have that option of cutting an interaction and editing it out, although we might want to do. That's where live is the next big thing that is coming up. Now as we speak, LinkedIn is also coming up with its live platform. Now this is the best way, this is the right time for you to also get started with live. Yes, the biggest fear is that, am I ready, am I prepared, what will people think, what if I make a mistake? Now these are all the major big things that you might have. You might be worried about what people might be thinking, right? Now that's where now this new phenomenon of live is coming up. Now why I'm saying this is also because market is always changing. The way market runs, the way people connect, gone over those days where you could hide behind a logo and a posh looking logo, and as if it's in a MNC kind of a website, and trying to do transactions behind. Now gone are those days. Maybe that might have been working 10 years back, but now people are looking at authenticity. They want to see who is the one who is running behind it. We all know that we're not, it's not about the best looking person, but it is about the person who can be authentic with the public. That is what counts at the end. Okay, so speaking of which, I want to show you a video recently broadcast by a company called Idea is a smart their network. They're like AT&T and Vodafone, they're like that. So they're part of same network. They have merged their services with Vodafone in India. So Idea and Vodafone are the same companies right now. So they made a brilliant ad. They're known to come up with great ads. So let me show you that, and let's talk about that after watching that.
चार बजे के बाद है, अभी लंच ब्रेक है। लाइव वीडियो का आइडिया बेस्ट है क्योंकि लाइव में सबके बिहेवियर का असली टेस्ट है। सर, आपके 4 घंटे का लंच ब्रेक इंडिया देख रहा है लाइव आइडिया 4G पर। लाइव नेटवर्क पे ना बफरिंग ना रुकावट के लिए खेत, तो अब हर काम होगा सुपर फास्ट, ना करना पड़ेगा वेट। एचडी का मजा बिन बफरिंग की सजा। आइडिया 4G इंडिया का लाइव नेटवर्क।
Okay, 1 second. Let me see you guys. Yes. Now this ad is brilliant for the reason because now how do we act when nobody watches us? This has been one of the most you know amazing concept. Now you want to, how you act when people nobody is watching is how you actually perform in the public. Now that's how this live concept comes into picture. Now historically, now India was left with no other option but to continue that colonial multiple levels of bureaucracy when Britishers left in 1947. And India has been a slow country, a slow developing country, because of this multiple levels of delays. Because people now until 19 I would even say 1992, India was a purely you know, all a public sector, driven by all government agencies, which means to say they had their own ways of working. I can tell you about my experience. I went to HAL. When I was interning there about, I think, so many years back, more than a decade ago, for my engineering, and they were laid back. Although the technologies were awesome, they had their own times. They had every half an hour they have a break for a reason. They have their own system. So the amount of work they produce versus the amount of free time that they consume for themselves was not in the right proportion. Now, until today, until the live, this why this ad is amazing is because until today, people were misusing that, thinking that nobody is going to watch them. There is nobody who is going to keep them publicly accountable. Now, when you do when you do live, uh, it at once people are going to see you what you do. Now, there is no bribes are going to come down. This is the next step. Now this is where you can as well take advantage of. You can show people live, because people are real people like you and me. People want to see real stuff. They don't want to be manipulated. That's where these live videos are amazing, right? So now if you're watching this video, this is the time when you can also start making live videos. I could have easily recorded this video and I could have edited it to suit the end result, but I want to keep it as authentic as possible, because at the end, this is what counts. People are all real people at the end, and they want to listen, like, as if we are sitting next to each other and we are talking, right? So you can as well, I highly recommend that you have not yet started, this is the time you get started. Because uh, now, for any technology, for any technology, there is a right time to get started. If you don't get started with Facebook lives right now, you might be, swept away by so many other people who will be doing. Now, one more reason is, now you may realize that very less and less number of people are watching television. Now, if what if I start consuming my cricket content that I watch on my laptop, on my mobile? I'm not going to watch those Swiggy ads. I'm not going to watch those Pepsi, Coca-Cola ads that I used to watch on TV, because that was the only way of consumption of this media. But right now, the media is coming into the social media, and it is coming into the mobile space. Therefore, all these big brands have no other option but to come down into this space as well, where the customer's attention is coming into. Now, every customer's attention is in the small smartphone. Now, you should also start producing content, because more and more people are consuming content through social media. Now, this is the time. Therefore, now this is the only opportunity that you might get in the lifetime of Facebook, backed by a lot of big guys, lot of big social media influencers like Gary Vaynerchuk and Grant Cardone. All these people say that this is a time for going live. If you miss out on this, you'll be blaming yourself, because tomorrow your sons, your daughters, your granddaughters are going to ask, now, Dad, Mom, why didn't you not create content when you had the opportunity? Yes, we are all not used to. Now, this takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of uh, uh, you know preparation to do this first time. Yes. Now, but after you do this, now I went through my own training to do all these things. It did not come to me naturally. Before, maybe 2 years back, if somebody would have come to me and said, hey, do a video or something, I would have said no. I mean, I don't know how to do, because for me, doing videos is by those YouTubers and professional people, so called. Now, after I went through that initial 30-day challenge that I took in Singapore, now I'm more comfortable. I know what I'm doing. Now I'm getting a lot of results. I'm getting a lot of leads, because I'm doing this, Facebook Live events. And it hardly takes, I mean, for me, for example, for this, I just prepared maybe for 10 minutes, and I'm right here. So I'm producing content, and anybody can do that. That is my idea here. Okay. So if you're watching, if you want to learn how to do this, do a private message, and I'll be happy to help you about how you can get started on this journey of Facebook Live. So a lot of my clients are getting amazing results. They're getting amazing leads. And end of the day, right now, people don't there is a concept as well that, okay, if you just run an ad, people are going to come and buy your product. No. Right now, the best way that you can do personal branding is by producing content online. It is not about how you look. It is not about how you All those things are important, but now beyond, if you're not producing content online, you don't exist. That's where you can produce your personal brand. And I have created my own business just by doing these things that I'm talking right now, and I can help you create that as well. Okay, so now I'm the founder of a company called Find My Mentors. Now, like me, many more of our mentors have similar success stories. Now you can cut short your success story, uh, cut short your journey to success by just following what we have done, because now we have gone through those testing phases where we know what doesn't work. We have wasted our time, we have wasted our money perhaps, and we have discovered some formula which works. Now all you need to do yourself is to just copy paste what is working, and you can be uh, the number one in your field. And anybody can do that, and that's the magic of a mentor. Okay, so two things basically. Now if you want to start doing Facebook live videos, because tomorrow when LinkedIn opens up their dam for LinkedIn live, imagine the kind of leads that you might get. But because here in Facebook we have every type of people, everybody is everybody here. But when it comes to LinkedIn, purely people who are business people, business owners, chief marketing officers of companies are only going to watch your videos. You can imagine the kind of leads that you might get if you start doing the Facebook lives like I'm doing right here. Okay, so don't miss out on this opportunity, because once it is up, uh, you know you may never get this opportunity in your lifetime. Because once the idea is, market will be won by those guys who take action at the right time. And right times don't come two times, because LinkedIn is not going to launch their live platform again and again. You don't want to miss out on that first mover advantage. Okay, saying that, I end this episode. So if you have any questions, write to me on this page, wherever you're watching from. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe our page. If you're listening to this on Facebook, like our page. And this really helps to produce amazing content for you every day. So until next time, if you have any questions, good or bad, doesn't matter, just write to us about what you like, what you don't like. We'd like to hear from you. Private message me about how you if you have questions about how you can get started on your journey of uh, doing your own Facebook lives, and how you can be an influencer as well. Okay, so until next time, have fun and take care.